a coffee table book based on artwork done by the children of Gurukulam, the Shloka Learning Center. Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. We are proud to have T.S. Kalyanaramanji, Chairman and Managing Director of Kalyan Jewellers, one of India's largest jewelry brands, to launch our book Stotra. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर. Kalyan Jewellers has emerged as a trusted jewelry brand with quality, transparent pricing and innovation. Kalyanaramanji was among the first to sell hallmark jewelry and has set up customer service outlets under the name My Kalyan. Sir, please share with us your life journey in short. Over to you.
Namaskar. I grew up in Thrissur, Kerala, in a large joint family. My childhood was like any other. I played cricket, learned music, and acted in school plays. During vacations, I went with my father to our textile showroom, and unknown to me, this experience sparked my interest in the family business. Our family used to own a textile mill in Thrissur, and we have been in business for more than 100 years. My father ventured into textile retailing, and though I have kept his legacy growing and intact, in 1993 I diversified into jewelry business. The idea of starting a jewelry business came to me from my own textile customers who were shopping for wedding finery. Customers used to tell me, why don't you start a jewelry also, so that we can purchase both jewelry and textile under one roof. And that sparked a new business idea. With the blessings of the God and the supporters of my family and the staffs and the good wishes of all patrons, from a single jewelry showroom in Thrissur, Kalyan Jewellers has today grown to become a household name with presence across 5 countries and 21 Indian states, with a total number of outlets of 137 showrooms. We have since diversified into real estate as well. Kalyan Developers is a much younger but successful brand with projects across Kerala. We hope to expand our operations outside the state in the next phase.
God has been kind on all of us, sir. Sir, our next question is, how art and traditions have been a major role playing in your life since childhood? Over to you.
Thrissur, the city that I belong to, is known as the cultural capital of Kerala. Music, theatre, painting, dance, everything has a place here. The famous Thrissur Puram also is in Thrissur. Growing up in a traditional South Indian family, music lessons were, of course, mandatory. Moreover, we lived in an Agraharam with the Sri Ramaswamy temple in the heart of it. Vasantotsavam, which is the annual spring festival that the temple hosts, has been around for as long as I can remember. An eminent artist from around the country have performed here. And every year we conduct the Bhajanotsavam also, and celebrating Sri Ramanavami in a grand scale. Naturally, I grew up surrounded by the vibrancy of this town's cultural ethos, and I can see that I have successfully passed on my love for the arts and music to my children and grandchildren.
That's super awesome, Kalyan Ramanji. So, what is success according to you?
Success to me is the ability to do what I love to do every day. It is not about the money or the scale of the operation, but about the passion and the dedication of a team of people that one has nurtured. It is also about creating a positive impact in their lives and the lives of others associated with me or my work. Success is also about maintaining a balance in life. While it is important to have goals and work hard to achieve them, it is just as important to be present for one's family and be mindful of their needs and act accordingly. To do this, one needs to be physically, emotionally, and mentally fit. So, taking care of one's health must also be a priority.
So, a few mantras to run a successful business.
If you are passionate about an idea and believe it will work, take the plunge. It is important to believe in your ability and in the power of your idea. After that, one must work hard, stay focused, but also be open to new learning and be willing to embrace change. It is a good idea to seek advice from elders and surround yourself with people who will inspire you. Shortcuts won't take you far. So do things in the right way.
So, heading a big business empire, how do you manage stress and what is your greatest motivation?
I consider business a pleasure. I don't let it become a cause of stress. I am a family man. In the morning, I like to wake up at very early. I do my yoga and swimming and offer my morning prayers before starting my workday. I wind up at 7 p.m. and then spend quality time with my grandchildren, playing games and learning some new technology from them. During the weekends, the whole family gets together for a meal and then we watch some movies together. Apart from my family, motivation for my comes from the words of appreciation that our customers share.
This is wonderful, sir, because you're just speaking from your heart, and I think this is beautiful. Kalyan Ramanji, Indian traditions and our age-old shlokas have a great impact on our well-being. What are your thoughts on this?
From a very young age, I was taught the slokas and I grew up chanting them. But it was not until much later that I understood the scientific reasoning behind our well-being and the chanting of slokas. Neuroscientists have attested to this fact that rigorously memorizing and reciting mantra enhances memory and thinking because we are exercising our brain. Therefore, like physical exercise helps our body, mental exercise helps our brains.
That means you're trying to tell us that learning and chanting shlokas have a great impact on mental health and growth, is it?
I believe that the daily rituals and chanting has kept my body, mind, and soul healthy and energized. I can say from my personal experience, the chanting of sloga has helped me keep my mind alert and open to learning and understanding new things. Morning and evening are the ideal time for slokas chanting, and its vibrations are said to have the power to calm the mind, normalize heart rate, manage stress, and even reduce high cholesterol levels. Helps me to become free from tension, worries, and anger. Anger, you know very well, it destroys a person and increases the concentration power like anything.
So well put, and I think that's really glorious what you just said, sir. So I would request you to say special encouraging message for all the children who have been a part of this initiative Stotra, a coffee table book. Over to you.
The global is local is a term that one has often heard in the past decade. Our worlds have opened up and we embrace various cultures and languages and food and experiences. And yet, in our hunger to learn more about the global, we often forget the local, our very own traditions and roots. This is where Gurukulam, the Sloka Learning Center, comes in. It has proved to be a conduit between these two worlds. Using technology to its advantage, Gurukulam's location agnostic learning facility helped many children understand the local just the way they understand the global. I understand that this coffee table book, Stotra, is one that brings together this learning and understanding of slokas in the form of paintings and other artworks made by children who have embraced our Vedic culture and learning. I take this opportunity to congratulate Rabbi Rashi Foundation for this wonderful initiative. They have managed to bring in art curator Sri Mehraji and create this visual books of Stotra that I am fortunate to unveil. I salute Mehraji for this wonderful book, Stotra, written by him. So, without further ado, let me unwrap this book that you are eagerly waiting to see. Nice.
Absolutely wonderful, sir. Thank you so much. Please accept our gratitude for being with us on this big event. Your presence and gentle words are a source of encouragement for all of us. Thank you. Thank you from our hearts, sir. Thank you so much.
And now I present to you Stotra. Thank you everyone, and once again and congratulations to each of you. May the power of the slokas be with all of us always.